A cryptocurrency is more than the sum of its protocols and source code. It is a social system that inspires, allows, and connects people. Frustrated by failures and broken promises from past protocols, we strive to build something far greater. This paragraph is an adaptation of some excerpts that are present in Cardano's documentation. This text summarizes the ideology and the protocol itself very well. Hello and welcome again to the Adazul Brazil Pool channel. I'm Larissa, and in this video, we'll see what exactly is Cardano. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell to receive all news about it. Cardano is a platform created in 2015 by Charles Hoskinson, co-founder of Ethereum. The project is defined as a third-generation blockchain and cryptocurrency. It's a blockchain designed based on academic research. It is being developed by a team of engineers, mathematicians, scientists, and business professionals. Cardano mainly tries to solve three problems: interoperability, sustainability, and scalability. What are these problems? Interoperability consists of two issues. The first is the challenge of creating communication between all existing cryptocurrencies. Today, you cannot turn your bitcoins into Ethereum without an intermediary. The Cardano project aims to become a blockchain that can understand what happens in other blockchains. This would mean the possibility of transaction assets between multiple chains effortlessly. The second problem will be directly with traditional banks, which today do not trust cryptocurrencies because they have their own rules and also because they do not have any type of metadata about transactions. So Cardano wants to allow you to link the metadata to a transaction if you desire. This will make the crypto world more friendly to the bank world, but still, it will be up to the user to decide whether he wants it or not. Now, talking about sustainability, the question is basically to solve the problem of keeping the Cardano ecosystem in constant development by helping projects involving blockchain that starts with good investment but cannot keep up with the long run. Cardano intends to solve this problem by creating a treasury, where you will receive a small percentage of each transaction that takes place on the network and will not be controlled by anyone. From there, these resources can be used by developers who want to improve the Cardano protocol based on a community vote. Finally, scalability has three central problems. First, transactions per second. If Cardano intends to become a global payment system, it is obvious that it needs many transactions per second. Cardano's Ouroboros system solved this by adopting the proof-of-stake system instead of the proof-of-work. We will talk about this in another video, but it basically means a more efficient system, which does not allow everyone to mine new blocks. In fact, the network selects some nodes to mine the next blocks. Second, transactional flow and network broadband, as each node will need a lot of broadband to download all of them continuously, something not very scalable. Cardano wants to divide the network into subnets, using a technique called RINA, where each node will be part of a subnet and will be able to communicate with other networks if necessary, as well as the Internet TCP/IP protocol. And the final problem with the transactional flow is the storage of data, because blockchains keep proof of all transactions that took place, but how can we deal with this increasing size? The Cardano team is thinking about implementing techniques such as minor blockchain database prerequisites, file compression, and network division. Cardano's planning differs from the others due to its level of organization and scientific methods in its development. Rather than having just a white paper as is usual among other cryptocurrencies protocol, Cardano has an extensive documentation with over 100 papers that is updated periodically. Scientific documentation is evaluated by professionals in the field before any implementation. ADA, the Cardano's native currency, is used to carry out transactions on the Cardano blockchain, similarly to the relationship between Ether on Ethereum. Cardano also offers some technologies and possibilities that will help in transactions that need more formality and security, such as between banks or more conservative institutions, guaranteeing transparency and security for both sides. The platform presents an architecture and model that allows its metamorphosis when new problems arise. For this reason, it calls itself the digital embodiment of the evolutionary process of cryptocurrencies. Cardano is developed in a Haskell language, very low tolerance for errors, and considered safer for this area than other commonly used languages. The Cardano project is ambitious and aims to provide blockchain infrastructure to the crypto ecosystem around. A project very well written and structured, one with the greatest confidence. Cardano is born with solid plans, avoiding mistakes and aiming to make positive changes to the world. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell to receive all news about Cardano.